World Mental Health. On the 10th of October it was World Mental Health Day, and that kind of inspired me to make a video on mental health, because I guess I've held back all these years in expressing and talking about mental health myself. I feel like it's time I started sharing my story more on my channel. So I know it sounded a bit like of a robot there, but it's quite difficult for me to put this into words, because like I said, I've never really shared this type of stuff with anyone really. In this video today, I'll be collaborating with various creators. They will be saying something from the heart about mental health, so you guys know there is light at the end of the tunnel. You're probably wondering from my videos, my life looks really good. I look happy, I'm going to all these events, meeting these amazing people. Well, it wasn't always like that for me. As a kid, I didn't really have the best childhood, I guess. It was quite bad, to be honest. I don't really want to linger in this past, so I'm going to try and get through this quickly. Basically, when I was in school, I got bullied quite horrifically, to the extent where I ended up going home with bruises all over my body, to the extent where I refused to go in the main entrance of the school because the bullies were always waiting for me. I never felt safe there, and that left me later on in my life with diagnostics of depression, anxiety, social anxiety, and there was other things going on in my life which I don't feel ready to tell you guys, but all you need to know is that it was bad. But this video isn't about me and what I went through, it's about what you're going through and what I can do about it, what I can do to help you through your hard times. My experiences, yeah, they were tough, but I pushed through them. I broke down that mental wall, and look where I am now. I'm making videos on YouTube where I never thought I'd see myself, ever. And was that a bee? Was that a bee? Wasn't a bee. But anyway, like I was saying, I pushed through it all. I turned my pain into creativity. This video isn't about my life, it's about your life, and I don't want you to give up on it, because I can tell you this now, I've been to that bridge, I've seen the darkness, and you know what? At the end of every tunnel, there's light, and I am living proof of that light. I'll let you in on a little secret on what thoughts were going through my head when I was on that bridge. And you know what? It was as simple as this. It was life. It could be trees, it could be people, but life made me step away from that bridge, because there is so much to life. Living it. There's so much beauty, there's so much. Life just sums it up. I know this is supposed to be a collaboration video and all you've seen is my face. Well, here are some heartwarming messages from creators around the world to let you know that you're not alone.
Hello guys, how you doing? It's me, JackMate, and I'm collabing with this guy. Apparently got a huge spot on my nose. Ignore it. You can't ignore it because I've mentioned it. I'm here on Alfie's channel in support of Mental Health Week, guys. Basically, I just want to let you know that if you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, even if you're just feeling a little bit upset and you feel that your issues aren't big enough, trust me, if they're getting you down on the daily or regularly and you keep thinking about it, then the issues are big enough to talk about. And a problem shared is a problem halved. All right, guys? So everyone's important in their own way. Think about things, because suicide is never the answer, and there are good days coming, trust me. So keep smiling, speak to someone, reach out and be safe. Cheers guys, and cheers Alfie.
Maybe you, like me, struggle with depression and feelings of complete worthlessness. but you're not alone.
Mental health is something that has affected millions all over the world, including myself, members of my family and my friends as well. And the main thing to remember when you're going through that time, and it is hard, is that you're not alone. And the strongest and most courageous thing that you can do is to talk about it, is to speak out. You feel like you're at the bottom of a barrel. You know, you feel like you can't get any lower than you are, and you can't feel any lower than you are. But I promise you, someone that's been through it, been through depression, you will get out of it. You will get through, and you will prevail, and you will be happy. As long as you talk about it. You're not alone.
In any given year, 1 in 5 Canadians will suffer from a mental illness. That is your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your neighbors. Everybody knows someone who at some point this year is suffering from mental illness, and yet we're not talking about it. The biggest problem with mental illness in this country, I think, is the stigma surrounding it. And that causes people to deny their problems, to hide their problems, to not seek help, and to not be provided help or health care. And that's a major thing that we could change, each and every one of us. I think that people with mental illness need to know you're not alone.
So we all know depression comes in many forms. You know, you could be depressed about a situation, you could be lonely. Like, I mean, I personally am extremely lonely, as in, it's not just like I don't like being on my own. I don't mind being on my own, but that's got me to a stage where none of my friends live locally anymore. If I had friends, they've gone miles away. You know, I don't really socialise because I don't drink. You know, I don't do any of that sort of stuff, so it's hard to socialise. And I feel I get myself into a situation occasionally, I mean, it's happened 3 or 4 times where I've almost slipped into depression, and I've just pulled myself back through my character and through kind of safety nets that I have. And I mean, I want to give you those safety nets just in case any of you are, I guess, lonely and, you know, get depressed in that sense. A few things that I do. One is create content on YouTube. I mean, that is by far the best thing. I mean, if you can handle, you know, if you've been through bullying, you can handle a couple of hate comments if you get them. You might not even get them. It took me a while to get my first one, and it was horrible. But the consensus around it is you're putting your mind into something. You're thinking of videos. You're taking inspiration from different people. You're editing videos. You know, it's keeping you moving. You're not just sat in bed just wondering what life's going to bring. You can fully engage in it. Don't ever feel like you're trapped in one corner sort of thing. There's so many ways out into the middle of the room.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Kayy. Now look, all I want to say to you guys is don't suffer in silence, please. I know that there's some soldiers out there in the trenches right now not saying anything. They don't want to be seen as weak because they're boys, or they don't want to be crying because males aren't supposed to cry. I know girls be out there talking about I'm not good enough, or I'm not pretty enough, they don't like me, etc, etc. Like, let's just let's just get rid of all of that talk. Yeah, look, I am all about fighting battles. Like, trust me, that's how I'm gonna leave this earth. I'm gonna go down fighting, yeah? But trust me when I say some battles aren't meant to be fought alone. Please, man, when it comes to mental health, talk to somebody. Talk to your best friend. Talk to your mum. It sounds so cliche, but you have to talk to somebody.
If you are ever going through a tough time, just give me a message. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm happy to listen. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to the creators that participated in this video. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. And on that note, I'm going to end the video here, guys. Stay safe, and always remember, you're not alone.
For everyone going through things in this battle of demons, just know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Whenever we feel like we bleeding, we gotta just keep moving forward. Everything has a reason. Just know that we gotta stay strong, man, for all of our friends and the people that need us.